Hello everyone, it's Natalie with Crochet by Natalie Lucille, and today I am working on, I'm actually in the process, and I'll finish it all up and everything, but I'm in the process of making some booties for a friend of mine, so I thought I'd go ahead and make a video of it. So I'll do the finished product at the end, but this is the first part of the first booty, and what I'm going to do, because I'm not going to sew a button on, I think I'm going to make a little flower embellishment to do on the little Mary Jane over here, and I'll of course have everything tucked, but I'll go ahead and show you the process of making just an average little baby booty. So her baby right now is about 6 months old, so I'm using the H 5mm hook and kind of like a sport cotton. And so I'm hoping that everything will fit okay, because right now we're quarantined and social distancing, so I don't have a way to measure or anything. So I told her I'd make her some booties. So it's a pretty easy project to do, but I'll go ahead and get started. And I'll write the pattern in the description box. So you make your slip knot. And we're going to go ahead and chain 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And I tried to chain them kind of loose. You'll see why, because we're going to work down one side and up the bottom, up the other side, because we're making the bottom of the shoe right now. So we're making the sole. And in round 1, you are going to make let's see, it's in the 3rd chain from the hook here. We're going to crochet 2 half double crochets. And in each round, your chain 1 works as a stitch as well. And I'll show you that in just a second. So you yarn over, insert, yarn over, draw up, yarn over, and for the half double crochet, you're going to pull through all 3, just like that. And you're going to do that again in that same stitch right here. So it's yarn over, insert, yarn over, draw up 1, yarn over, draw through all 3, just like that. And in the next 5 chains, we're going to work 1 half double crochet each. 1, 2. I always have the hardest time with the foundation row because I try and get into the back ridges here of the chains. 3, 4, and 5. Whoops. It just doesn't want to go, does it? There we go. So I don't fight it because I'm not pulling on my string to yank it tight. So I keep everything pretty loose. In the last stitch here, you're going to work 6 half double crochets. I'll get a little bit tight over here. So we have 1. The hole's going to get kind of big, you'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, because we worked down this one side, we're going to turn and work this way. So going up the other side, you're going to work 5 half double crochets in each stitch going across. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So just kind of move your beginning chain, that tail, just kind of move that out of the way a little bit if you can. So we have 1, you're going into this stitch, and it's tight because that's your foundation row. And remember, when I work in the back ridges, I'll show you why. Because you still have that nice braid to work up. Oops, I don't want to overuse the tail. 1, okay, so I should have chained a little bit looser than what I did. 2. You would think I'd learned by now. 3. Boy. Did I skip a one? I think I did. Let me go back. I should have gone in this one, and because I skipped that, and that one's a tight one. Yeah. Come on, there we go. So we have 1. Yeah. 2. 3. 4. And 5. And I'm not editing the videos. Mistakes stay in there. You just pull out your work and keep working it. So, made a mistake, pull it out, keep working. I'm not going to edit. Keeping it real, I guess. So, in this hole here, you're going to do 3 half double crochets, because it mirrors the other end where we did 6, because when we started out we have the 3 here, because the first chain counts as your first stitch. So there you've made your 3, and you're going to, you're going to slip stitch into the chain stitch. So there you have the very bottom of your sole. So you work down one end, you came up the other, and you should have a total of 22 stitches. So if you want to count, that way you keep everything as it should be. Now we're going to chain 3, and this counts as our first double crochet. And in the same stitch, we're going to do 1 more double crochet. If I can, so you see where the stitch is right here. We're going right in, yarn over. I didn't speak that right, but yarn over, drop 2, drop 2. I'll explain that one again. And then we're going to do another 2 double crochets in the next stitch as well. So we have 1, and it's yarn over, insert, yarn over, draw up, yarn over, draw through 2, yarn over, draw through 2. In the next 5 stitches, we're going to do 1 double crochet in each. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. In the next 6 stitches, you're going to do 2 double crochets in each. So you'll have a total of 12 double crochets. So it's going to be 1 and 2 in the same stitch. You're going to move to the next one. 3 and 4 in the same stitch. 5 and 6 in the same stitch. 7, and 8 in the same stitch, 9 and 10 in the same stitch, and then you'll have 11 and 12. This row, sometimes I miscount, so I'm hoping that when I come to the other end, it's all going to equal out. So you've just done your 6, so you have 2 double crochets in each, and then you are going to work up the other side, and you're going to do 1 double crochet in each of the next 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then you are going to do 2 double crochets in each of the next 3 stitches. So you're going to have 1 and 2 in the same. You're going to move to the next one and do 2 more. 1 and 1 and 2. I think I messed up on my counting, but I have the right amount of stitches. 1 and I'm going to move that one into this one because I didn't keep my stitches. So let's see. So like I said, I'm not editing out, so I'm trying to see where because I should have ended up, no, actually, I should have had an extra stitch, so I must have done one where I should have done it into the next one. So I think I messed up in the very beginning there. So as long as you have 32 stitches working around, it makes your count work. So slip stitch into the top, and you made the very bottom of your sole. So the next thing that we're going to do is when we work the half double crochets around, you're going to be working in the back ridges. And so it kind of gives this, or back loop, I'm sorry, so it gives this nice ridge here. So go ahead and get that started. Okay, so in the back here, you will still end up with 32 stitches as well. So you're going to chain 2, and we're going to do, where it totals 32. In each of the back loops, we're going to do a half double crochet. So here is your top loop, because normally we go in between the 2, but in this row, to give you that ridge along the outside, you're going to do a half double crochet in the back loop. So it's yarn over, you're going to go in through the top here, yarn over, draw up, yarn over, draw through 2. Again, see, here's your next stitch. You're going to go in through the top here to the back. So you just go under the 1 loop, yarn over, draw up, and then draw through all 3 there. So you'll do this again. I'll show you what it looks like on the other side. Well, on this side, I mean, because you can see where it's starting to give you that textured ridge. We're going to do this all the way around. And 1 half double crochet in each of your back loops. So I'll come back when I get to the end. So I'm down to the last ones. So I've got 31 and 32. And we're going to slip stitch in the top of that chain 2 space, and you should have 32 stitches. And so since we did not increase on that row, you can see where it starts to kind of turn up. So you can kind of see where you get those ridges into your booty. So as long as you're not increasing, your work will start to turn upwards. Chain 2 for the next row. And in the next stitches, you're going to do in the actual back loops of both. So you're going to go under both loops where you see that instead of the back loop, and you're going to do 8 half double crochets. So that was in your first next stitch. So we're going to go to the next stitch again. Now we're working on number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So you should have a total of 9 stitches. So you have, this is considered your first half double crochet. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So over the next 8 stitches, or actually it ends up being 16 stitches because you're going to do decreases. So you're going to do a half double crochet decrease. And the way that you're going to do this, because it's worked over 2 stitches, and it's kind of, you're making a half double crochet set, but really it's a decrease. So you're going to yarn over, insert, and draw up. Stop there. Go to your next stitch. You're going to yarn over into your next stitch, yarn over, draw up. So you'll have a total of 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over, and you're going to pull through all of those. And you're going to do that a total of 8 times. So there's your first one. Let's go to the next one. And what you're doing here is you're building up the toe area. So here's your next set. Yarn over, draw through. So you're going to go to the next one right here, because you can see where that ended there. So yarn over, insert, yarn over, draw up, yarn over, go to the next one, insert, yarn over, draw up, yarn over, draw through all 5. And that is 1, 2, and 3. So we have 5 more to go. Yarn over, draw up, move to the next one, yarn over, insert, draw up, got 5, pull through all 5. That's number 4. 4 more to go. So you're just working your way around. Next stitch. Nope. So that equals, because you can look back and see that see how they all kind of come together. So there's your 5. Move to the next one. Here's 6. Seven, and come to your last one. It's kind of, it's weird working its way around, but 7 and 8, yarn over and pull through. And then you're going to work 9 half double crochets all the way across. And then you'll join that. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you are going to join so you can see where it starts to turn in the toe area. And on this you should have, it looks like 26 stitches, so you can count those around. And your 2 sets or your decrease counts as 1 stitch, even though it looks like 2. So now we're working on round 5. We're going to chain 2. And then we're going to half double crochet in each of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Again, you should have a total of 9 because your first one counts as your first half double crochet. So in the next few stitches, you're going to do 4 sets of the decrease. So you're going to yarn over into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go to the next stitch, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull through 5. You're going to do that a total of 4 times. So go to your next one here. And I just kind of let go of my work here so it doesn't pull it tight and the stitches can remain kind of close together. So that one goes into the next one. So that is a set of 2. So I have 2 more to do. Working my way around and it kind of wants to fold on me. You just keep working around into, see if you can see those stitches. There's 3. You can see how the little, oh, it's so cute. And then the last one, 4. And then working up the side after this, you're going to do 9 half double crochets. Move my tail out of the way because you also need a tapestry needle to sew in your ends, and I'll show you that when I'm all completed. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 in the last one. And then you are going to attach, or attach the row, I guess. Join the row with the slip stitch. So there you have the booty, and I'll show you how to do the strap to make it a little Mary Jane. So what you want to do is cut your yarn. We're going to pull this up and I'll show you how you can do a strap. Now I'm not doing a button on my strap, so I'll show you or tell you how you can do a button strap. So there's your little booty. So if you turn around to the toe area, we're going to go ahead and work a strap as well. Because if you notice here, this is going to be for my left foot and this is going to be for my right. So I'm going to start a strap to go over to this side because we'll have an embellishment over here. Oh my, hello. I'm out of the picture. So you see this is the left, so I'll make an embellishment and attach everything over here, and then my strap for my right shoe will go over here. So you want to make sure that if you attach it on this side to work over onto this side, you want to make sure that it's the opposite going over there. So, and if you have a button, that's why you would want it on the opposite as well. So on attaching, so we're going to start on this side over here. we're going to look for, because I want to make sure it's the exact same. So where I attached my yarn here, and I'm going to use my tapestry needle to kind of make this flat as well, because right now it's not. So let's see, I've got my sets right here, the chain 2, so it looks like I have a half double and a half double, so I'm going to count 2 over. So I have my sets, that's where my set ends, and there's 1, 2. So I'm going to go in between here to attach my yarn. And I'm going to just pull up a loop. And if you want to make a button, what you'll want to do is you're going to chain 12, and in the 5th chain from the hook, you're going to make a single crochet, and then single crochet all the way across. So that little circle area in your chain 5, I guess, section is a nice little buttonhole. But since I'm going to be sewing it in and putting an embellishment over it, I am going to only chain 8. So 1, drop my tail, because I'll sew my tail in when I'm all done. So I'm just going to drop that to the side. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And working in the back ridge, I am going to start by single crocheting into the 2nd chain on here. And I'm going to do a total of 7 single crochets. So you're going to do 1, 2, 3, just keep working it down. Oops. My fingernail's getting in the way. Oops. 4. Keep working that back ridge, keeping it straight. 5. Oh, let's see, still there. I don't think I skipped one. 6, if I can get it in there, make sure it's not my tail that I'm going in. 6, and we're going to work that last one where it hooks on. And 8. Actually, 6, 7, I'm sorry, 6, 7. And then you're going to go ahead and cut. And then draw up to fasten off. And I got, so, because I'll work with all my loose strings, but you want a tapestry needle and something with a nice pointy edge, because we're going to sew in our yarn. And I'm going to, because I want to figure out, I'm going to pull my tail, because what I'll do, because remember, if you have your sets here, this is where your set ended, then you have your 1, 2, so you're going to want to sew your strap to meet this side over here so it's equal to the other side. So I'm going to start working on sewing in my ends, and then I'm going to figure out, because I thought about maybe doing a little mini heart embellishment over here to the side. And I have a mini heart tutorial video, and check that out if you want to do any kind of embellishment like that. There's so many different kinds that you can do. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on tucking these in. I'll be right back. One of the things I wanted to jump on real quick, because I'm just now starting to do tying in the ends and everything. How this kind of comes up right here, I want to make it flat. So I'm going to bring my yarn through here just to kind of bring it flat along here, as you can see. And then I'm going to, what I like to do too, and I'll bring it on the inside, is I'll take my tails and tie them in a knot and still weave in the ends, because I just don't like things to come loose. I'm not a seamstress, but I try and do what I know won't come apart in the end. So I'll be back. Okay, so I got the first shoe done, so I'm not quite done with the second one, but you can kind of see how the strap was sewn in, and once you hide and tuck and sew in your yarn, your little baby booty really starts taking shape. So, and these are nice and stretch, like she'll be able to get her little foot in there. So that's what it looks like. So I'm going to start working on the second shoe. There we have the two little baby booties. And what I'm going to do now is work on the embellishments to sew them on. So you can see the bottoms, and I think, yeah, that they look like they came out the same size. They're so cute. So I'm going to work on a little embellishment, and when I'm all done, I'll come back. Okay, we have our finished booties. I was gonna do a heart embellishment, but I went ahead and decided to do the little buttons on the side. And the way I did that was a magic circle. I chained 2. I worked 6 half double crochets in there and pulled it tight and fastened off, and then I sewed it on like a little bitty buckle button. But this is the finished product of the little baby booties. So this should fit a 6-month-old using the, it's kind of a sport weight, but a size H 5mm hook that I used. So honestly, you can finish these in a quick evening. I did these this morning, and it doesn't take too long, but they're kind of a little flimsy, so they should be comfortable on the feet. But there you have your little Mary Jane booties. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.